Hey guys, welcome back to another Makeup Monday. This week we have a present to review. So my wonderful friend Katie got me the Hipdot x Spongebob palette because it's been all over both of our Instagrams, so she surprised me with picking it up and thankfully warned me so that I knew not to purchase it myself. It's the Bikini Bottom Eyeshadow Palette. So this is the sleeve for the product. And we're gonna get into it. It's super cute. And if you're wondering why the palette is so dang fat, it's because it has a kickstand so that the mirror sits up while you do your makeup. Because they're just so smart. But let's take a look at the joy that is this palette. It's 15 eyeshadows, and look at these freaking colors. How cute. How cute is this? Like, do y'all see this? Now, the funny thing to me is that all of the names are like kind of generically SpongeBob, so it's almost like, is it really licensed? Which is funny to me because they can't use SpongeBob's name if it's not. So it's like, it wouldn't be X Nickelodeon or SpongeBob on it, but it's just really funny that the names for certain characters are not. Like, for instance, the shade that is very clearly like Mr. Krabs is called Penny Pincher because it's red, or Patrick Pink is called Wumbo. So it's got a lot of like really cute things from the show in the color names, which I thought was really cool. And I just think it's really cute. So I was like, let's cover the mirror, but like, look at SpongeBob's little face. Okay, so we'll start the same way we always do. Top row, go across, work our way down. So the first color is called Tree Dome, which is really icy. I'll put that right over yonder. It's really pretty, really vibrant. Then we have Bikini Bottom Blue, which might be one of the shades I'm most excited about because I love me a good blue turquoise type of moment. Put that right there. Like, look at that. I don't know what I was expecting because I've not ever had any experience with Hipdot products. But so far, pigmentation is on point, at least in these two shimmers. Next up, we have best shade ever, which is SpongeBob Yellow. I'll put that right next to Bikini Bottom Blue. Okay, okay, pigment. Okay. She's pigmented. Then we have Wumbo Pink, which is literally Patrick Pink. It's Patrick Pink. Prove me wrong. Put that right there. Yeah, she's pigmented. I approve so far. Then we have Penny Pincher, which looks very red in the pan, but it has like a pinkish tint to it out of pan. I don't know, it looks red on camera, but could be the lighting where I have the palette at. Yeah, that's red. No questions about it. She's pigmented. Now we're on to row number 2. So the first shade is Coral Floral, which is actually very nude. We'll swatch that right next to Penny Pincher. Let's see what we got there. It kind of like trails off in color, and it's also a little hard to see because it's really pale nude and I'm really pale. Next up we have Angry Tentacles, which is a shimmery Squidward color. That's Angry Tentacles. We'll put that right there. Dang, that was a clump of excess product. That's on me. I grabbed too much product, but look how pretty that is. In person, that looks a lot more blue than it did on my finger, if that makes any sense. Then we have Imagination, which is like a mustard yellow. So that's Imagination. And we will put that right there. Yeah, I like that. These colors are fucking pigmented. Then we have Meow Meow Meow. And I say it like that because there's an ellipse situation. It has ellipses, so it's a dot 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 meow. And it's like Gary Purple. Okay, and then finally for row number 2, we have Jumpin' Jellyfish. Ooh. That's Jumpin' Jellyfish. She is blinding. Like, okay, Hipdot, I see you. What the heck? Again, I don't know what my expectations were, but I don't know that it was this. I don't know that I expected it to be so pigmented and like vivid and cute. Okay, let's get into row number 3, the final row, and then I'll give you my final thoughts on it. So the first shade is Rock Bottom. Ooh. Rock Bottom looks alarmingly like the shadow I used on my lid today as one of the shadows. So this is Rock Bottom. It's like a metallic red. That's on top of it. Okay. That's Rock Bottom. Holy shit. Hipdot said, oh, you may not know us, but you're gonna know us after this one, honey. Then we have Deep Sea Blue, which is the color you think it is. It's a deep blue, but it's shimmer. Those swatches are kissing. That's okay. There is Deep Sea Blue. Then we have Golden Pineapple. Fuck. That's pretty. Ooh. Dang. I'm trying not to keep cursing, but I'm surprised. I'm impressed. Okay, that's Golden Pineapple right there. Like, what the heck? Then we have Blue Lagoon, which is beautiful. This is Blue Lagoon. It's a very icy lighter blue. Let me look where I'm putting this because I don't want it to kiss the yellow. So that's Blue Lagoon. And then we have one last color, and it's called Advanced Darkness. And it's like a really deep purple. So that's Advanced Darkness, and we're just gonna... This palette's pigmented, okay? It said, we're not here to play. We're here to snatch wigs. Pigment. Come through. Okay. I think you can tell what my final thoughts on this palette are. I am mind blown. I don't know what I was expecting, but when it's a brand you've never heard of, and it's not very expensive, you have to be a little skeptical, and I certainly wasn't expecting this. So, thanks, Katie, for getting me this palette, because holy shit. Here's what I will say. My actual final thoughts. Yes, pigmentation on point. How it blends, to be determined. That being said, what I wish was that there were a few more neutrals so that you could actually make like a full look with one palette. This I can't see as a full look out of the one palette. You know what I mean? Like maybe a couple of full looks that are like really, really colorful, but there's not enough matte shades in here to me to do a full look. So with another palette combined, yes, slay queen. With just this one palette, you're gonna be really shimmery and really bright, which again, if that's your mood, go for it. I'm not here to knock anyone else, but me personally, I would have liked to see a few more, not even neutrals, but like matte shades. Like out of 15 shades, 4 of them are matte, which means a lot. No, 5. Okay, I lied. There are 5 mattes out of 15 shades. Personally, that's not enough for me. But I do love the palette. I love the colors. I think it's very SpongeBob that it's so bright and vibrant. So I'm not mad about it. I have plenty of other palettes, I assure you, so it's not a real problem for me, but if someone else who doesn't have an extensive collection is looking to purchase this, you're gonna want to get like a colorful matte palette. But she's cute, and this little kickstand right here, why do not more brands do this? Maybe I don't want to hold it like this forever. Maybe I want to place it down and use the kickstand. This is brilliant. I can deal with the palette being a little bit bulkier to have that extra piece, even though it's like ultimately a little bit wasteful. It just seems clutch. But I really like this, and I think that the colors are really, really pigmented. The glittery ones, what I will say, is like certain metallic shades are clearly a little bit more chunky. And so like application wise, you're gonna want to make sure you remember less is more, because like if you look really closely at the swatches, like Advanced Darkness, let's go by name. Hang on. Advanced Darkness, Rock Bottom, and Golden Pineapple. So like these last 3 metallic-y shades, all are a little bit chunkier, and so if you really look at the swatches, you can see there's some texturing, and that's just because I had too much product. So it's not a bad problem to have, but it's just something to keep in mind, like less is more is definitely true with those shades. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next week in another Makeup Monday, and if you want to see anything particular, let me know down below. If you have any questions about these shadows, let me know down below. And if you want to see pictures when I use this stuff, follow me on Instagram. It's Ravirheart, like everything else. So if you need to find me, you know where to do so. Love you very much. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Mwah.